It's Saturday, February 1st, 2025, and before I start today's video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you like the video, please click the like button. Today I'm at Cafe Orleans in Disneyland, and they have a prefix Mardi Gras menu that we're going to check out, even though Mardi Gras isn't until March 4th this year. So let's see what they've got on their prefix menu. And this is the Mardi Gras prefix menu. It includes an appetizer, which is their andouille corn dog with remoulade sauce, chow chow relish, and mustard, and entree, which is their fried pork chop with mashed potatoes, haricot verts, and country gravy, and a dessert of Mardi Gras remoulade, which is vanilla remoulade filled with coffee mousse, purple vanilla sauce, and coffee chocolate crunch. One correction to the prefix menu: in addition to the entree, appetizer, and dessert, you actually get a fountain beverage. This is their bourbon mint julep. It is bourbon, citrus, and mint, and you also have a lemon slice in it. Alright, for the bourbon mint julep, it's a decent pour. I have a feeling, though, it's probably something that they mix pre, so I got a decent pour out of it. There's obviously no bar in Cafe Orleans, so they pre-mix this and then they just pour it out. The citrus is actually pretty good flavor. You can taste the bourbon. At least I know there was bourbon in it. It's a decent drink. Not sure if it's worth the money, but it's pretty good. I just thought I'd show you real quick. We got one of the corner tables on the outside patio, so you've got a pretty good view of the rivers of America and New Orleans Square. And as you can see, most of New Orleans Square is decorated for Mardi Gras. This is the andouille corn dogs. It looks like there are 4 small ones, 2 on top and then 2 in the stainless steel cup. And you've got the remoulade sauce, the chow chow relish, and the mustard, which looks like a honey mustard. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by the portion. It's actually quite large. And I'm going to dig in. And my wife started out her meal with the cup of chicken gumbo soup, which has tasso ham, andouille sausage, peppers, tomatoes, and steamed rice. This is always a good dish here. The andouille corn dogs are absolutely delicious. Wow, this is just an awesome appetizer in my opinion. The chow chow relish is basically a relish, and they've thrown jalapeno in there. I like the remoulade. I prefer, though, the honey mustard. Of course, I do prefer honey mustard, so that's just me and me. The portion size, you're getting 4 of them. I've eaten 2, and I'm probably going to take the other 2 home because it was surprisingly so large. Highly recommend getting this, and I wish they would add it to the menu permanently because it is really that good. The cup of chicken gumbo soup was its usual self. Good amount of ingredients. Actually, if anything, we were shorted last time we were here on the rice, and this time there was a perfect amount of rice with it. All the rest of the ingredients, there was a good amount. Seasoning is perfect. Really love this dish. Get it every time we're here practically. Nothing really else I can say about it. This is my entree. This is the fried pork chop with mashed potatoes, haricot verts, which look like green beans, and a country gravy. And it looks really good. My wife ordered the steak frites medium. It actually looks like it's cooked properly. It's ribeye round, petite watercress salad, and a béarnaise sauce with french fries. The steak frites was pleasantly surprised by the portion of steak. It's actually quite large. Decent amount of fries. It'd be a very filling meal. I think my only complaint is that the béarnaise broke. As you can see, it's too liquidy. It shouldn't be like that. The proper béarnaise should be more creamy. Unfortunately, it looks like it got overheated. Other than that, it is a really good dish. And they actually pretty much almost nailed the temperature straight on. So, excellent job. My fried pork chop is very good. I like the mashed potatoes. I'm usually not a huge mashed potato fan, but I think part of the reason why I like these is I love the country gravy, and even my wife, who's not a country gravy fan, gave it props. The, what do they call it? The Harcourt Verts, which are basically green beans. I don't know why they had to do that, unless this is some French thing I'm not aware of. They're nicely cooked. They weren't overcooked. They're not undercooked. So that was a good job. Pork chop itself looks like it's cooked properly. It's nice and tender. It cuts easily, even with a butter knife. So yeah, overall, very happy with this dish. For dessert, my wife got the European-style drinking chocolate, which is served with a brown butter madeleine and a Mickey-shaped churro and a pecan sable. And this is the Mardi Gras remoulade, which is vanilla remoulade filled with coffee mousse, purple vanilla sauce, and a coffee chocolate crunch. And they splattered some purple sauce as well. One correction on the European-style drinking chocolate. I said Mickey-shaped churro. It's a Mickey-shaped churro marshmallow. And it's actually really good. The pecan sable is probably the best of the three items, but I also like the brown sugar or brown butter madeleine, which is kind of the easiest to dip into. The drinking chocolate itself is very decadent. The only problem I see is you're going to run out of things to dip it in long before you're going to run out of the dipping chocolate. So you're going to be sitting there using your spoon, and it's going to turn into sipping chocolate. The only disappointment on the prefix menu is the Mardi Gras remoulade. I don't think there's anything special about it. I'm not a huge coffee fan, but my wife, who is, didn't even really enjoy it that much. The only thing she liked was the coffee chocolate crunch. I think it's a rather boring dessert, especially for New Orleans. I can't say you can't get it, because if you're getting the prefix menu, you're stuck with it. I just don't think it was a good way to end the meal. And here's what I mean. Alright. All the dipping items are gone, and what you're stuck with is at least half a cup of where they filled of the European drinking chocolate. And that's basically what you're going to be doing with the rest of it. Drinking it. My next stop on the Mardi Gras tour was the Mint Julep Bar, and we're getting the cranberry pomegranate julep. And this is the cranberry pomegranate julep. And here's a close-up of it. And it's got some mint on top. And I'm going to try it out and see how it tastes. The cranberry pomegranate julep is decent. You get a decent flavor from the mint. The pomegranate is definitely the dominating flavor out of the two juices, which I'm thankful for. If it had been cranberry, I probably wouldn't have liked this, because I'm not a huge fan of cranberries. So overall, it's a decent drink. And the last stop on my Mardi Gras tour is Royal Street Veranda, and we're going to be trying the snack size Mardi Gras Monte Cristo. And here's what it is. It's deep fried Monte Cristo sandwich filled with ham, turkey, and Swiss cheese, dusted with Mardi Gras powdered sugar and a side of jam. And this is the snack size Mardi Gras Monte Cristo. And I think why they're calling it Mardi Gras is I'm seeing like some green specks in here, and it actually looks like the sugars that they put on top of the king's cake. So I think that's why they're calling it Mardi Gras. But snack size, a little bigger than a snack. This is almost a meal. And we're gonna dig in and try it out. All right, there's a good amount of ham, turkey, and cheese inside the Monte Cristo. I like the strawberry jam. Actually, preference-wise, I prefer grape, but the strawberry's good. My only complaint about this is it's definitely not deep fried enough. It's a little doughy. Could be a little bit more crispy on the outside. Rather than that, it is actually pretty comparable to the Monte Cristo that you would get at Cafe Orleans, minus you don't get pommes frites with this. But the one at Cafe Orleans also costs more money. Like I said, the portion size is surprisingly large. This would actually pretty much fill you up. It's not snack size in my opinion. This is basically a meal. And that's going to end my tour of Mardi Gras at Disneyland. And like my father said when I was 18 years old, get out.